Welcome back to Bike Tack, your go-to source for everything on two wheels. Today we're diving into the 2026 Suzuki VanVan 200, the quirky retro-styled scrambler that's been quietly winning hearts since its reintroduction. Whether you're a new rider, a city commuter, or someone who just loves a laid-back ride, the VanVan 200 might just be what you've been waiting for in 2026. Design, classic cool, meets modern touch at first glance. The 2026 VanVan 200 sticks to its roots with that unmistakable retro scrambler design. It still sports the same bulbous tank, wide seat, and thick balloon tires that scream vintage charm. But Suzuki has added a few modern touches this year. Updated LED lighting, a digital-analog dash combo, and fresh color schemes that include a matte navy, desert tan, and classic silver. It's still simple, still fun, but now just a bit sleeker and more refined. Engine and performance. Simple, reliable, fun under the tank. The VanVan 200 continues with its air-cooled 199cc single-cylinder engine. This isn't a high-performance machine by any means, but that's the point. It produces around 16 horsepower, offering enough grunt for city rides, beach cruising, or light trail duty. The power delivery is smooth and beginner-friendly, making it ideal for new riders or anyone looking for a stress-free experience. The 5-speed transmission remains light and responsive, perfect for navigating tight urban streets or dirt paths. Comfort and ride quality. Built for easy living, one of the biggest strengths of the VanVan 200 is its comfort. The low seat height of just 30.3 inches, combined with a plush wide saddle and upright handlebars, creates an ergonomic riding position that feels natural for riders of all sizes. The fat 130mm front and 180mm rear tires absorb bumps surprisingly well, offering a cushy ride over potholes, gravel, and uneven pavement. Suspension travel remains modest, but it gets the job done for the bike's intended use: relaxed, everyday riding, tech, and features. Minimal but sufficient Suzuki keeps the VanVan minimalistic, which is part of its charm. You won't find traction control or ride modes here. What you do get is a simple, reliable fuel-injected engine, electric start, and the newly redesigned instrument panel that now includes a gear indicator and fuel range estimator. Small upgrades that make a big difference in daily use. USB charging is also standard in the 2026 model, giving riders a bit more practicality without sacrificing the bike's vintage appeal. Practicality and versatility more than meets the eye. Despite its modest specs, the VanVan 200 is surprisingly versatile. It's light, easy to maneuver, and can handle short highway stints when needed. Commuters will love the excellent fuel economy hovering around 90 mpg, and casual adventurers will appreciate how it handles sand, mud, and gravel with confidence. It's also a favorite among RV travelers and surfers who need a bike that's easy to load, store, and ride anywhere. Pricing and competition. A niche well-served in 2026. The VanVan 200 is priced at approximately $4,899 USD, putting it in a similar range as the Honda Trail 125 and Yamaha TW200. While those bikes have their own strengths, the VanVan stands out with its unique retro personality, smooth ride, and everyday usability. It doesn't try to be everything. It just nails the relaxed, no-pressure riding experience better than almost anything else in its class. Final thoughts. For the rider who rides to relax, the 2026 Suzuki VanVan 200 isn't about speed, flash, or aggressive styling. It's about the joy of riding, plain and simple. With its user-friendly performance, cool retro looks, and dependable engineering, it's a perfect fit for beginners, casual riders, or anyone who wants a second bike that's just plain fun to ride. If you're looking for something with soul and simplicity, the VanVan 200 should be on your radar this year. Outro, subscribe to Bike Tack. That's it for today's deep dive into the 2026 Suzuki VanVan 200. Let us know in the comments what you think of this laid-back classic reborn. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from Bike Tash, where we keep the ride alive.